In this video, I will show you how to replace the LED taillights on your Kia Sportage. Whether your taillight is cracked, flickering or just not working, this guide will help you get back on the road safely. First, make sure the ignition and the light switch are turned off. Then open the liftgate to access the rear taillight assembly. On the side of the light housing, you will see a black plastic cover. There are two small indentations at the edge of the cover. Insert a flathead screwdriver and then remove the cover. Under the cover, there are two screws securing the taillight housing. Use a Phillips-head screwdriver to remove the screws. With the screws out, you will now have to pull the taillight assembly straight back. But it's easier said than done. I tried wiggling it by hand, but it won't budge. I cannot get a good grip on the light. So what I'm going to do is insert this rope through the light assembly, right through this gap here. This gives me a better grip, so I can pull it straight back without damaging the housing or scratching the paint. Even with the rope, removing this light is a bit challenging. Just keep pulling the rope while wiggling the light assembly. It takes a bit of patience, but it will eventually release. Now that the light is out, let me show you what was holding it in. You will see the electrical connector at the back. Press the tab and unplug the connector to completely remove the taillight. Here is a close-up of the light assembly. This is the part number. Since this is an LED light, you will have to replace the entire light housing. Repairing an LED light is not recommended. If this was not an LED light, then you would remove this cover by rotating it counterclockwise and then replace the incandescent bulb inside. However, since my vehicle has an LED tail light, I can only see a circuit board through the hole. Before you purchase a new LED tail light, it's important to make sure the wiring harness is actually delivering power. A faulty connector or bad wiring harness could be the real reason your light stopped working, and installing a new unit without testing might not solve the issue. If you look behind the connector, you will see three color-coded wires going into the connector. Black is ground, red is for the running light, and green is the brake light. First turn on the parking lights, then take your multimeter and touch the probes to the black and red terminals. You should see over 12 volts if your battery is healthy. Now test black and green while the brake pedal is pressed. You should also get 12 volts here. If the voltage checks out, your wiring is good and you're ready to install a new LED tail light. Before installing your new light, wipe down the area using a damp cloth to ensure it's clean and free of debris. Now grab your replacement LED tail light, plug in the connector and make sure it clicks in place. Align the pins and slide the new tail light into position. Once it's seated properly, reinstall the two screws that you removed earlier. Close the liftgate and test your new tail light. Press the brake pedal to make sure the brake light is working as well. Now I will show you how to replace the inner tail light that is on the liftgate. Begin by opening the liftgate and take a look at the inner panel. You will notice two cutouts aligned with the tail lights. These are the covers for the light assemblies. Using a screwdriver or a trim removal tool, gently pry off the cover. Next, disconnect the wiring harness from the rear of the tail light. Press down on the release tab and carefully pull out the connector. With a 10mm socket, loosen and remove the 4 nuts securing the taillight housing. After removing the nuts, close the liftgate and gently pull the taillight assembly away from the vehicle. You might need to wiggle it slightly if it's stuck in place. Here is a closer look of the taillight. This is the part number. Before installing the replacement, wipe down the mounting area with a damp cloth to remove any debris. Now take your new taillight assembly and align it carefully with the holes on the liftgate. Push it in firmly to secure it. While holding it in place, open the liftgate. Reinstall the 4 nuts. Do not over-tighten to avoid damage. Reconnect the wiring harness by aligning the plug with the socket and pushing until it clicks into place. Snap the taillight cover back on. Close the liftgate and ensure the new light sits flush with the surrounding body panels. Finally, test the light. Turn on your vehicle's lights using this torque and press the brake pedal to confirm the brake light illuminates properly. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to EasyGen for more DIY car tips. Thanks for watching.